Enjoy this fantastic film I shot at last weekend's XRP Las Vegas event. We should watch it. Collaboration and integration with Bitcoin, Ripple, and XRP are all discussed in the film. You need to make sense of the interconnectedness of everything. If you're interested, Mikuel will go into the petrodollar, and I will elaborate on XRP. Some people find it helpful. We will also examine Hidden Road and Zodiac custody, two sources that provide extensive background information. At last, we will examine the Circle IPO and XRP pricing data. All right, then I will begin. May this greeting reach you in good health. Simply said, the countdown to the weekend is just 5 days away. The two of us can accomplish this. All right, I see now. Collect the song's rights. Regardless, I enjoyed it. By the way, BitGo makes advantage of crossover alliances and cross-X technologies. As a front-end system, this technology was also included into Hidden Road. Quite a few links there. To simplify the purchase of 100,000 XRP from the Treasury, BitGo, Enter, and Vivo Power have formed a strategic alliance. Everything was tossed aside when I throwing historical details, component information, and similar details into disarray. Another reason I wanted it was so I could meet more people and expand my social circle. Understood. I will hand over total control to you. Now, a robust institutional infrastructure crossover market, also called Cross-X or Hidden Road work, connects BitGo to Ripple's XRP system, in order to build a system that facilitates the swift, secure, and lawful exchange of digital assets. Additional information about the formal flow of these relationships is provided below. Ripple, among regulated enterprises, XRP and BitGo are tightly related. When it comes to buying, selling, and settling digital assets, BitGo is a top choice. For many years, Bitcom has been an integral part of Ripple's operations. Enhanced financial management. As of 2018, BitGo's infrastructure, which incorporates enterprise-grade custody and multiple signature security, made XRP secure for use by big institutions. They've been in this game for quite some time. See below for the BitGo Vivo Power Treasury strategic cooperation with XRP. Be sure to have a look. That's why I believe more Fortune 500 firms, financial institutions, and credit unions will be interested in launching their own cryptocurrency plans. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the following 5 years. The NASDAQ-listed Vivo Power is transitioning into an XRP-centric money and DeFi solutions provider. June 2020, 25, and 2026 are all the dates I can think of at the moment. According to Vivo Power, using BitGo's over-the-counter OTC trading desk, they will purchase XRP worth $100 million, and BitGo will securely store their XRP holdings. They will presumably purchase the XRP using BitGo's protocols rather than acquiring it from a dark pool or anything. The likelihood of that happening is low. I anticipate that you will spread out this task over a longer duration. BitGo's trading platform is available all year round. Solid planning, plenty of liquid assets, and secure cold storage. As a result, BitGo will play a significant role in the XRP plan's trading and storage operations for Vivo Powers. I really enjoy how there are a lot of connections to XRP Ripple here. This is going to happen more frequently, as I've already mentioned. Additionally, there is BitGo Institutional Trading and Clearing and CrossX, a bank-focused crypto electronic communications network developed by Crossover Markets. Here you can find the information that was reported in March 2025 regarding the collaboration between BitGo and Crossover Marketplaces. Their focus was on the features, functions, and process flow of the project. Collaboration between CrossX's cash flow and front-end can be achieved. To facilitate their entry into both the analog and digital marketplaces, firms can take advantage of Hidden Road, a worldwide credit network and prime broker platform. Now that CrossX has Hidden Road support, users can trade cryptocurrencies directly from the front end of the system. Using Hidden Road is like fusing Bitcoin with trading. In any case, you can employ stable money to settle these deals immediately, or do anything else you desire within this. An unseen function of Road is to guarantee loans for its large clients, allowing them to trade on CrossX. As a result, getting started was less of a hassle, and credit was readily available. Also covered are the ways in when the ecosystem goes down, Hidden Road customers can save a ton of money on CrossX. Let's discuss further technological alliances and links. Among the CrossX license partners mentioned were Route 2810 OEMX, Primex Shift Markets, and Talos. With its 3 new partners, CrossX is able to reach more big traders and provide them with more services. Watching it is awesome. Perhaps a few of these other associates are also making use of CrossX. If that's the case, can they use Hidden Road to gain access to any of this other technology? Looking at that would be awesome. What this means is that BitGo's network is the backbone of clearing and custody, which reduces payment risk and keeps assets secure. Alright, that wraps it up. I will refrain from providing additional details, so that you can listen to the entire description at your leisure. Alright dudes, if you're still with me, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit like and then comment. If the platform could reach 100,000 members, it would be very remarkable. We are very close, so thank you for everything you've done. Many thanks for XRP's widespread acceptance as a legitimate reserve currency by financial institutions around the nation. The major criticism leveled against Bitcoin for a considerable while was that it is solely useful for making purchases, and XRP is nothing more than a utility token. Even though our nation is among the wealthiest in the world, nobody will hold XRP as a form of investment. President Trump and the Saudis met, and if a solution using XRP is found, it might be utilized to settle. A long-standing proposal is to replace the petrodollar with XRP for settling oil deals. Much of what appeared to be a grand plan back then is now only a notion. The real question is whether or not it will ever come to fruition. What appears to be happening is really just the beginning though. These are the initial stages. Ripple developed the cryptocurrency XRP. More and more people are seeing it as a potential alternative to or replacement for the petrodollar. At this time, however, there is no publicly available evidence that XRP is serving as a petrodollar backup. Rumors and new information imply it might significantly alter global oil trading and storage. Money systems evolve with time. A petrodollar is defined in this little video. Trading oil for US dollars is known as the petrodollar system. It was mandatory to use US dollars for all oil sales prior to a specific date. Everyone could buy the oil they needed for just $1 USD, which kept the world moving. It took a long time for the United States to do this because a global leader in financial services. The agreement has increased demand for the dollar globally. This is good for the US economy as well. How may XRP fit into the petrodollar system to facilitate oil commerce decoupled from the dollar? For quite some time there have been unsubstantiated rumors suggesting that nations such as India and the United Arab Emirates may possibly not transacting in oil using US dollars. If confirmed, this might provide an alternative to the petrodollar system by facilitating the settlement of oil sales in other countries in a method that is both easy and liquid. The technology behind the XRP ledger enables instant and easy cross-border money transfers. Because of this, it may be a suitable option for trading substantial quantities of oil. Whatever you want can be recorded on the ledger. You could transform everything into a token and wear it.